Hold on to your sombreros, folks, because we're diving headfirst into another international trade kerfuffle. This time, the stakes are higher, the rhetoric is sharper, and the potential fallout could ripple through economies on both sides of the border. This time, it's President Trump squaring off against our neighbors to the South Mexico in a tariff showdown that could make the guacamole flow run dry. Imagine a world where your favorite Mexican dishes become a luxury, and the cost of everyday items skyrockets. We're talking a proposed 25% tax on all Mexican imports, a move Trump claims will solve immigration, secure borders, and curb drug trafficking. But is it really that simple? Can a tariff truly address such complex issues, or is it just a political maneuver? But is slapping a hefty price tag on everything from avocados to auto parts really the answer? The implications of such a move are vast and multifaceted. For instance, the auto industry, which relies heavily on parts from Mexico, could see production costs soar, leading to higher prices for consumers and potential job losses. Let's unpack this trade war taco and see what's inside. At first glance, it might seem like a straightforward strategy to pressure Mexico into compliance. However, the reality is far more complex. Tariffs can lead to retaliatory measures, where Mexico might impose its own tariffs on American goods, creating a tit-for-tat scenario that benefits no one. This isn't the first time Trump has brandished tariffs like a rusty machete in the world of international trade. His previous battles, particularly with China, have shown us that such tactics can lead to prolonged economic strife. The U.S.-China trade war resulted in billions of dollars in tariffs, affecting everything from electronics to agriculture. He's gone toe-to-toe with China before, and we all know how that turned out. Higher prices for American consumers, and a whole lot of economic uncertainty. The ripple effects were felt across various sectors, from farming communities to tech industries, highlighting the interconnected nature of global trade. Now, he's set his sights on Mexico, threatening to disrupt a relationship built on decades of trade and cooperation. The U.S. and Mexico share a deeply intertwined economic relationship, with billions of dollars in goods crossing the border annually. Disrupting this flow could have unforeseen consequences not just for businesses but for everyday consumers. The question is, will this aggressive approach really make America great again, or will it just leave a bad taste in everyone's mouth? As we navigate this complex issue, it's crucial to consider the broader implications. Will American consumers be willing to pay more for goods? How will businesses adapt to increased costs? And what about the long-term impact on U.S. Mexico relations? These are questions that need careful consideration as we move forward in this new chapter of tariff troubles. The U.S. and Mexico haven't always been embroiled in tariff tiffs. In fact, the relationship between these two neighboring countries has a rich history of economic collaboration and mutual benefit. For decades, the two nations have been more like economic compadres than rivals. This partnership has been built on a foundation of shared interests and complementary economies. American and Mexican businesses have found ways to work together, creating a symbiotic relationship that has fueled growth on both sides of the border. From the bustling factories of Tijuana, where countless products are manufactured for the American market, to the sprawling farms of California, where Mexican laborers play a crucial role in the agricultural sector, the economic ties are evident. Trucks laden with goods cross the U.S. Mexico border daily, symbolizing the constant flow of commerce that benefits both nations. Remember NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement? Signed in 1994, it was a landmark deal that aimed to eliminate trade barriers between the U.S., Mexico, and Canada. NAFTA was designed to create a trilateral trade bloc in North America, fostering economic integration and cooperation. That's the deal that greased the wheels of commerce between the U.S., Mexico, and Canada, creating an interconnected North American economy. Trade routes crisscross the continent, with cargo ships and trucks transporting goods seamlessly across borders. This agreement was instrumental in shaping the economic landscape of the region. NAFTA wasn't without its critics, of course. Some argued it led to job losses in the U.S., as companies moved production to Mexico to take advantage of lower labor costs. Others pointed to environmental concerns and the impact on local industries. The debate over NAFTA was intense and multifaceted. Some argued it led to job losses in the U.S., while others praised its role in lowering prices for consumers. The agreement had a profound impact on the economy, with both positive and negative consequences. While some factories in the U.S. did close, leading to job losses, consumers benefited from lower prices on a wide range of goods. But love it or hate it, NAFTA was a testament to the deep economic ties between the U.S. and Mexico. It demonstrated the potential for cooperation and mutual benefit, even in the face of challenges and controversies. The agreement laid the groundwork for a more integrated and prosperous North American economy. Even when NAFTA was renegotiated and rebranded as the USMCA, United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, the core principle of free-ish trade remained. The USMCA aimed to address some of the criticisms of NAFTA while preserving the benefits of economic integration. It introduced new provisions on labor rights, environmental standards, and digital trade, reflecting the evolving nature of the global economy. Now, with the specter of tariffs looming large, that legacy of cooperation is in jeopardy. The imposition of tariffs threatens to disrupt the intricate web of trade relationships that have been built over decades. Business leaders on both sides of the border are concerned about the potential impact on their operations and the broader economy. The future of U.S. Mexico trade hangs in the balance, as policymakers grapple with the challenges of balancing protectionism and economic collaboration. Trump's tariff plan is about as subtle as a mariachi band at a library. He wants to slap a whopping 25% tax on all goods coming from Mexico, essentially making everything from south of the border a quarter more expensive for American consumers. The stated goal? To force Mexico's hand on immigration, border security, and drug trafficking. Essentially, Trump is using tariffs as leverage, hoping to strong-arm Mexico into bending to his will. But here's the thing about tariffs. They're a blunt instrument, like trying to perform brain surgery with a chainsaw. While they might inflict some economic pain on Mexico, they're also guaranteed to cause collateral damage here at home. American businesses rely on Mexican imports for everything from car parts to avocados. Slapping a 25% tax on those goods will inevitably lead to higher prices for consumers and businesses alike. It's a classic case of economic self-harm, all in the name of political posturing. To understand the human cost of this trade war, we need to look beyond the balance sheets and into the lives of those who are most affected by these economic policies. In the heart of Mexico, millions of hardworking people rely on trade with the U.S. to put food on their tables and provide for their families. These are not just numbers on a spreadsheet, they are real people with hopes, dreams, and responsibilities. Take Rosa, for example. She is a single mother working tirelessly at an auto parts factory in Leon, Guanajuato. Every day she wakes up before dawn to prepare breakfast for her children before heading to the factory. Her factory, like countless others in Mexico, supplies vital components to the American auto industry. These parts are essential for the production of cars that Americans drive every day. Without the contributions of workers like Rosa, the auto industry would face significant disruptions. Rosa's livelihood, her ability to provide for her children, depends on the smooth flow of goods across the border. The money she earns from her job goes towards paying for her children's education, healthcare, and daily necessities. It is a delicate balance that could be easily disrupted. But under Trump's tariff plan, her factory, and millions of jobs like hers, are in jeopardy. The tariffs would increase the cost of Mexican goods, making them less competitive in the American market. This could lead to a decrease in demand for the products Rosa helps to manufacture. The tariffs would make Mexican goods more expensive, forcing American companies to look elsewhere for cheaper alternatives. This shift could result in factories like Rosa's being forced to cut back on production or even shut down entirely. For Rosa, this could mean losing her job, her income, and her ability to provide for her family. The uncertainty and fear of not knowing how she will support her children weigh heavily on her mind every day. Her story is a stark reminder that behind the cold, hard numbers of trade wars lie real people with real lives, caught in the crossfire of political gamesmanship. Rosa's situation is not unique. It is a reality faced by many families across Mexico who depend on trade with the U.S. for their survival. The impact of these tariffs extends beyond the factory floor. It affects entire communities, from the local markets where families buy their groceries, to the schools where children receive their education. The ripple effect of job losses can lead to increased poverty and reduced opportunities for future generations. In response to these challenges, communities are coming together to voice their concerns and seek solutions. Workers are organizing protests, and local leaders are holding town hall meetings to discuss the potential impact of the tariffs and explore ways to mitigate the damage. Despite the uncertainty, there is a sense of resilience and determination among the people. Many are looking for alternative ways to support their families, such as starting small businesses or finding new markets for their products. The spirit of entrepreneurship and innovation is alive and well, even in the face of adversity. Rosa, like many others, remains hopeful for a better future. She continues to work hard and make sacrifices for the sake of her children. Her story is a testament to the strength and perseverance of the human spirit, even in the most challenging of times. As we consider the broader implications of trade policies, it is crucial to remember the human stories behind the statistics. Rosa's story is just one of many, but it serves as a powerful reminder of the real impact of economic decisions on people's lives. Let us not forget the faces and names behind the numbers as we navigate the complexities of global trade. The U.S. Mexico relationship isn't just about policies, it's about people like Rosa, whose lives are deeply intertwined with cross-border trade. Will these tariffs spark meaningful change, or are they a step too far? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more global stories from A to Z. Together, we can better understand the complexities of our interconnected world and work towards a more just and prosperous future for all.